Welcome to the bonus content. So we decided to let Josh go from Skype because, well, that's logistically hard. We miss you, Josh. So it's just Mike and I.
Hello.
This is awkward.
Very awkward.
He keeps staring longfully in my eyes.
And you do the same. What are we?
No, you're longful. I'm lustful.
That's a very different show.
That's very different show.
Well, what are you drinking for the bonus here, Tim?
Well, I've got my Polliner Hefeweiss beer from Munich, of course, because, just came back from Oktoberfest.
Right. We're super
going to brag a bit, yeah.
We're definitely going to be talking about that. I also have finished with my Chivas Regal, and I'm back to the Viking Honor because,
nice.
I don't know. Because you know what it is? I discovered a Germanic black metal group, literally on the drive here tonight. It's ridiculous. They've got a 14-minute song, and by the time it was over, I was pretty sure a goat demon had spawned in my car. It was ridiculous.
Was it driving?
Because
you're taking those corners pretty fast on the way in.
I did, yeah. Exactly.
Nah.
It's ridiculous.
Man, I remember seeing this stupid it's called The Witch or something. It was like a movie. It was like Puritans back like the 1600s. This family gets cast out of their village, and long story short, I will spoil it because it's a shitty movie. It's like the devil's like a goat and talking to a woman, and is like she takes her clothes off at one point, but we don't really see anything. So there.
So it's still PG-13 rated, is what you're saying?
Oh no, it's R-rated for some reason. Because
maybe because they summoned a demon. I don't know.
Well, I don't think that really shocks people anymore.
No, but maybe back then it did.
Maybe back then, yeah.
Maybe back then.
So anyway, Germany.
Germany. Tell me about Germany. You went to Germany and you didn't take me with you. I forgive you.
Well, yeah. Well, actually, we went to England.
You didn't bring me any scotch back. I don't forgive you.
Yeah, because if Germans are known for one thing, it's scotch.
Exactly. Don't lie to me. You went through the Amsterdam airport on your way back.
Yeah. Schiphol has a really nice duty-free shop. People shit on that airport, but it's actually one of the nicest I've ever been.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's like we sat in little teacup, so they had these giant teacup booths you could sit in while eating a pancake. There was a spot where you can buy a pancake, of course, like a Dutch, basically we call it a crepe at that point.
It's very thin, yeah.
And there was a smoking lounge just right there. You could have a smoke and a pancake.
You could have a smoke and a pancake?
A smoke and a pancake.
Inside?
Of the airport.
Inside the airport, you could have a smoke and a pancake.
I didn't ask about the bong and the blintz, though.
Isn't that also legal over there?
Yes, it is.
There, see? What's the problem?
I don't think it's legal in the airport, but...
Oh, yeah, that might be a thing, for sure.
No, so we were in Belgium for a bit, and by the way, Belgium is Mecca for beer. I mean, it's forget Germany. I mean...
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I thought Germany was Mecca for beer.
No, Belgium, man. Belgium is... There's throw a rock, you'll hit 5 breweries.
Nice.
It's all Belgian style beer. They would consider anything under 6% a light beer. Well, they don't mess around.
I guess I would as well. Well, hang on. My last experience with a beer was that 4.5% piece of crap that Josh brought. We all drank. It was the bucket beer.
I think it was lower than that in percentage. But it's not just a percentage; it's what they do with it. So they don't really make lagers. It's pretty much all ales. They tend it's very distinctive flavoring. So I mean, you just have to try it. It's really good stuff. A lot of what they make. So they do make blondes, but they also make more amber ales. They do make. Just a huge variety. So we went to the Delirium Cafe, Guinness World Record holder for the most amount of beers in one bar, over 3,000.
All on tap.
Not all on tap, but a lot of them on tap. Now, 3,000 on tap, there's no way you could possibly maintain that.
You're now dealing with Charlie in the Chocolate Factory level of crap. You just knobs and levers everywhere.
Freaking Oompa Loompas running around changing cakes. Oompa Loompa, do.
I've got
another keg for you. What do you do when your beer is gone skunk?
Replace it.
Who would have thunk? Thunk. Oh, God.
Oh, man.
I missed my calling.
Yeah, you did. You need to be a screenwriter.
Should have been in advertising.
Yeah. What's the title of that movie now? It's not Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It's Tim and the Beer Brewery?
Yeah, so they had 3,000 beers on tap, the Guinness World Record. Not on tap, sorry, in bottles too.
Yeah.
But they're almost all Belgian, which I'm like, Belgium's not a big place.
It really isn't.
They have almost 3,000 beers just by themselves.
I wonder how many Ontario has.
12, I think.
Really? That's it?
No, so way more than that.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But it's but we're also
geographically a few sizes larger.
Ontario alone is about population is about the same as Belgium.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. But
they have more sparsely.
Well, they also have
though.
beers that the brewery was started in 800. So it's like,
Yeah.
what are you going to do?
It's like, we've been doing this for a while.
Yeah. So we went from there to Munich for Oktoberfest, and oh my God, you take like Western Fair, like a fairground,
Yeah.
like times 20,
Uh-huh.
throwing people who from all over the world and lots of beer. That's what Oktoberfest is. It's like there are rides and there are children and there's like souvenir stalls with hats and shit. And there's like, but then there's these gigantic beer tents. Like I call them tents, but they do have like a cloth canvas top tent.
They're like cloth canvas palaces. Almost.
Yeah. Like, so it takes them like 3 months to set them up, 3 months to tear them down.
Holy
They're serious.
smokes.
At what point do you just, make them permanent? I don't know, but.
Well, I mean, and it is Germany, so maybe they do make them permanent. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean that they're always at the same location, pretty much. But
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
And if you literally spend half the year taking them up, setting them down, just leave them, right?
Well, there are people that make their entire living just in those 3 or 4 weeks of Oktoberfest. I mean, like I think the what do you call them? Like the beer waitresses, like they have those giant signs, and when they carry them, they're carrying like 7, 8, 9 at a time. These are full liter tankards.
Yeah.
I think the world record's 27. I didn't see anything quite that cool.
Wow.
But man, it was fucking trippy. I mean, we were there drinking. So the Oktoberfest beers, and we were every time you're there, you meet someone new, because that's the cool part about Oktoberfest. It's not just the beer, because you can drink beer anywhere.
Yeah.
You're literally sitting at a table full of strangers making friends from all over the world. That's how it works.
That actually does sound really nice.
Yeah, so I mean, our first day there, we were hanging out with some Danes, and actually, our first day there, so we were just looking for a place for beer, so we couldn't get some beer.
Yeah.
Because all the tents were pretty full. We hadn't quite figured out. You just have to go up to someone, ask them if you could sit down. We hadn't figured it out yet, so we went to one of the little side beer gardens that they have set up everywhere. And my wife starts talking to this German couple, kind of off to the side, and someone asks, "Does she smoke? Can she have lighter?" Like, okay, so she turns around to this table full of Germans, or I don't know, Germans or Brits, somebody, and she sees this guy doing cocaine right on the table. So he's putting a little cocaine on his his
nail,
on his knuckle, and just sniffing it right up.
That's incredible.
And he's like, "Yeah!" He starts screaming and hands her the lighter. And Laura's like, "Okay." And I'm like, "Okay, maybe this is a thing here."
I don't know if they have laws about substances.
They do. Because check this out. So the next day, we're sitting with these Danish people, and they're doing the same fucking thing. And they explain, this is not actually cocaine. It's Oktoberfest cocaine.
What?
So I guess like higher percent alcohol, and it's carried by buxom women. No, it's it's just basically powdered sugar, menthol, and peppermint, and you snort it
That sounds painful.
to keep you drinking. Well, it's not. I tried lots of it.
You
It's
did.
actually delightful.
Yeah, you did. You tried lots of it, eh?
Well, I'm pretty sure it wasn't cocaine. I don't remember most of the day after that.
I
but
bet. Yeah. And how did your bum feel?
a strange Danish man gave me a white powder and said, "Don't worry, it's not cocaine." I took his word for it.
Yeah, exactly.
No, they sell little bottles for €4, and I tried some of that. And we're just hanging out like our first day. We just pretty much stuck to Hofbrau and Hackershore tent. Then we went to. We hit every major Munich tent while we were there, which was my goal.
Yeah.
Except for Lowenbrau, because I tried their beer that night in a bar. And so they brew Lowenbrau here under license in Ontario.
Okay.
But they brew it for real in Munich.
Right. Yeah.
So I tried Munich thinking, it's got to be better. It's the same shit. I was really just, I don't know what I was expecting.
Well,
it's still shitty beer.
It is the same beer, Tim.
Well, yeah, but brewed under license, not on tap. So I figure, okay, maybe they fucked it up over here. No, it's the exact same fucking beer.
It's the exact same thing.
Maybe slightly smoother because it's on tap, but beyond that, yeah.
Incredible. Wow.
No, but it was an outrageous party, and like I've got a steel liver now from drinking all that, and it's just like
Yeah. Either a steel liver or one that's about to shut down on you.
Well, no, we didn't go too crazy. I think the most we did, we pretty much kept it about 4 tankards a day. That's 8 pints over the course of a day.
Okay.
Which is not, it's a lot if you're not used to it, but it's not an unreasonable amount.
No, I suppose you didn't get schmammered, is what you're saying. Yeah.
I got pretty toasty, but I don't think I got like, can't feel my face or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a great deal of fun. I wore my lederhosen, of course, and I wound up sitting at this table full of old German people just having lunch, because that's what they do. They go there just to eat lunch.
To go there to eat lunch and drink beer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
That's culture, man. That's culture.
I like this culture.
Yeah, I think. Well, we're
too uptight. We are way too uptight about drinking in Ontario.
Like you can go buy a beer.
Yeah.
At a store, just drink it on the street. Nobody cares.
Exactly.
The rules, you can't drink it in the store.
Yeah,
But that's pretty much the only rule.
well, and I mean, like, I don't know why we're so uptight about drinking in Ontario.
Well, today I went to like one of the very few grocery stores that sells beer, bought a few beers, had to go to a special checkout lane.
Yeah.
In the special store that sells it for a bit of a markup, of course.
Yeah.
Had to check my ID just to be sure, even though I don't look like I'm under 19. And, it's just so uptight here compared to over in Europe. Like Belgium, too, is like, again, it's just such a relaxed beer culture because, again, beer is culture there. It's
it's not a sinful thing.
Yeah, well, beer, they don't see beer as just a vehicle to get drunk. And if you look at the kind of beers they make, that makes sense. Of course, you still drink beer to get drunk, as everyone does. Well, sure. And they make beer like that. But
they put flavor into it. Whereas over here...
Well, the commercial beer. You got to look at the commercial versus craft beer.
Sure.
But that's just it. I mean, they look at the beer culture as like, the
way I view my Scotch.
How many James Reddy or Carlings or Max Ice or something can you slam down in like 5 minutes? It's like that's how the government thinks we treat beer, but I think that culture has to evolve, and I think it will. It's actually really made me change my mind quite a bit on government control of alcohol.
Really? Tell me more.
Well, I think the government should. I think the government should relax where they sell alcohol. I think they should relax on the whole consumption aspect of it, and I don't think the government necessarily should be in that business. I do agree that the government should tax it and regulate it reasonably. I think, though, that they need to relax on the retailing.
Sure.
Quite a bit.
A great deal of relaxing on the retail side. Like the fact that
I was very pro, like, if we're going to grant a monopoly to InBev to operate beer stores, why does Max or another convenience store not get in on that?
Well, exactly. And I also am a little bit weirded out by the fact that we treat different alcohols differently. Like beer can now be sold in the grocery store. Wine can be sold in the grocery store.
But only Ontario wine in a separate spot that is not beer. Isn't that fucking weird?
And I cannot buy whiskey anywhere except the LCBO.
So it's kind of like how Quebec does it, right? And Quebec actually is a lot more liberal when it sells beer and wine, but
they seem to have more of a European slant.
Yeah, but you can't go into like a bodega in Munich and buy like a Mickey of Thunderball whiskey or something. That doesn't happen there either.
No, that's fair.
You have to go to actual liquor stores for that.
But liquor stores, not government-run monopoly only for the LCBO.
That I don't know.
Well, I do know that Alberta is not run that way. This is something that seems to be unique to Ontario. That there's other provinces that you can go to and there's liquor being sold at the corner store, whereas here we've got
in BC they've got beer and wine stores.
Yeah.
And they also have the BC liquor stores, like, we have the LCBO.
Sure.
But you can have a private one as well. Or if you have a bar, you can do off-bar sales too.
Right.
But you can't have go and buy yourself a bag of chips, some condoms, and a 6-pack. That doesn't work there.
No.
It does in Alberta, but Alberta, their beer is more expensive than ours by quite a margin.
Is it?
Oh, yes. When I was there in Edmonton, I spent a summer in Edmonton. My God, it was like I was spending a good
And that's all taxation then, I guess.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they don't tax their people on anything else. May as well tax.
Yeah. Sin taxes.
Yeah, fun. User cases. Anyway, yeah, so we're kind of getting long for bonus here, I think.
We are, yes. So, also, my Scotch glass is empty, so that's a problem.
So I think we'll wrap it up. So thanks for listening, and I promise I'll try and get a post up. I've had a hell of a week. I'll try and get a post up of
I had to put up a post about obesity, of all things. I felt awkward uploading it.
Yeah, it's like, what are you trying to say, Mike?
Well, I waited until you were literally across the ocean before I posted Festively Plump One.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Check it out at 2andchange.ca, where you can also read our blog and also make sure you keep listening to us on Spotify, Podbean, wherever you get your podcasts. Anyway, for 2 and Change, it's just Tim
and Mike.
We'll see you next time.